is there God? Gautama looked at the man and gave a clear, emphatic no.
Hey guys, welcome back to Dhamma Preserve, the one place where we don't just follow spiritual celebrities, we verify, we expose hypocrisy, we chase down misinformation, even when it's wrapped in a silk shawl and $1 million smile. And today, we need to talk about someone who has built an empire on a very dangerous lie. Sadhguru says, Buddha said, in the morning, if you ask, is there a God? He says no. In the evening, if you ask the same question, he says yes.
The evening, once again the congregation is sitting, another man came and he asked the same inevitable question, is there God? Gautama looked at the man and said, yes. Once again turmoil started.
Give me a break. Buddha never said that, not once, not in the Pali Canon, not in the 110 Dhamma book, not in the Vinaya, not even in the Atthakatha commentaries. You can search every digital archive, every palm leaf manuscript, every authentic Buddhist source, it's not there. So here's my first question. If a man declares himself enlightened, or at least lets millions believe he is, why can't he provide one single source for a quote he puts directly in the Buddha's mouth? That's not spirituality, that's scriptural forgery. Let's break down the story he tells. He says, in the morning, someone asks Buddha, is there a God? Buddha says, no. In the evening, someone else asks the same question. Buddha says, yes. The implication, that truth is flexible, that enlightenment means contradicting yourself based on mood or audience, that the Buddha played games with reality, sounds deep, sounds mystical, but it's a complete fabrication. For 45 years, the Buddha taught with radical consistency. You can open the Majjhima Nikaya, the Digha Nikaya, the Samyutta Nikaya, the message is same. He never said yes to a creator God in the morning and no at night. He taught the Four Noble Truths the same way in Rajagaha as in Savatthi. Why? Because the Buddha had clear criteria for right speech. Let me read you something directly from the Pali Canon, Anguttara Nikaya, Book of Fives, page 231. You can check this. The Buddha said a well-spoken sentence has 5 marks. 1. Speak at the right time, knowing when it's useful. 2. Speak based on fact, not fiction. 3. Speak gently and clearly, easy to understand. 4. Speak what is beneficial, not just entertaining. 5. Speak with a mind of goodwill, not ego or marketing. Now measure Sadhguru's fake quote against that. Fact? No. 0 evidence. Right time? No. It confuses people, doesn't liberate them. Beneficial? No. It teaches people that truth depends on the time of day, which is moral relativism disguised as wisdom. Goodwill? No. It misrepresents. That's not enlightenment. That's what we call in Dhamma practice musavada, false speech. And when a teacher with 10 million followers does it deliberately, that's spiritual fraud at scale. Why do they do this? Because a consistent Buddha doesn't sell retreats, by their standards, doesn't generate viral clips. So they invent a Buddha who sounds like a postmodern philosopher, contradictory, mysterious, marketable. They want you to focus on the emotional trigger. Wow, the Buddha was so flexible. Wow, even God depends on perspective. But the real question, the one they hope you never ask, is, where is the source? And there is no answer, because the source doesn't exist. Look, I am not against modern spirituality. I'm not against yoga, meditation, or even charismatic teachers. I am against misrepresentation. I am against putting words in the Buddha's mouth to build a brand. The real Dhamma does not fear questions. The real Buddha invited investigation. Ipesiko, come and see for yourself. Fake spirituality sells you answers with a checkout button and a subscribe to Inner Peace pop-up. So here's my takeaway to you. Next time you hear a famous guru quote the Buddha, pause, ask one question, which sutta, which page, which translation? If they can answer, you just found the lie. Have you seen this morning and evening God quote floating around? Have you heard other fake Buddha quotes from popular teachers? Drop your thoughts below. Let's build a library of exposed misquotes together. And if you're tired of spiritual brands using the Buddha as a mascot for their own ego, smash that like button. Subscribe for more no BS breakdowns of Dhamma frauds. I'll see you in the next one. Sabbe Dhammanta. Don't let anyone sell you a self they invented.